We're playing against Pongo, 1112. We're going to play d4. As the ratings of my opponents start to get higher and higher, I'm going to start reverting back more and more to my personal opening choices, mainly because you should be playing what you know against people that are, increasingly getting a little bit better and better. I'll try to still mix up the openings every now and then, but tend to play a bit more of the stuff that I'm used to. Okay, so the opening here, though, is an Imzo Indian. Black is playing bishop to b4 to put pressure on the knight. We are simply playing bishop d2, stopping the pin. He'll play queen takes pawn, probably. e3 to keep the c4 pawn guarded. And we're going to play a3 here, hitting the bishop. He takes. We take back with our bishop. We're threatening to mess up the pawn structure, potentially. We're going to play bishop d3. If he takes the pawn, we take on f6. Hey, Fist Chair. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, so here we could take the knight. He takes back. We take there. Queen takes. All of that seems pretty fine and dandy, actually. I think we'll do that. So we'll just exchange. We're just simplifying into a, maybe not better endgame, but, well, yeah, a better endgame at the end of the day. That's the idea. All right, he takes. We take here. He'll play queen takes, most likely. Oh, okay, he does it. So this is even better for me. He's got double isolated pawns, isolated pawn, isolated pawn. The endgame is much better for me, in my opinion, here. We'll see if he can play what he can do against it. Rook d1. We'll play h3, keep the bishop off g4. We're probably going to play bishop to b3 pretty soon. Oh, okay. I don't want to exchange the knights because then his pawn structure's fixed a bit, so we're going to play knight d4 instead. Hit the bishop. And then maybe play bishop f5 at some point. We're just play king e2. Centralize the king here. Knight c4. I can't play b3 because then he picks up the a3 pawn. Well, actually, b3, he takes the pawn, I play bishop d3, and then his knight's actually kind of trapped, which is not too good for him. b3 takes bishop d3, rook c, rook there, a6. Actually, that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, we're going to play b3. If he takes the pawn, bishop d3, and then his knight should be trapped there. So his knight's lacking on squares here a bit. And rook a1 is going to be our next move. All right, so once rook a1 comes, he'll have to play knight to b5. He'll play knight b5. I'm going to take with my bishop. I'm not sure why people want to troll or anything like that. All right, so we're going to play... We're down a pawn at the moment. I don't want to take b5 just yet because then he plays rook c2 check, and that's giving him too much counterplay. We're going to play rook a5. I'm sorry, rook a5 or rook a7. Hey, how's it going, Morelso? Morezel. Sorry about mispronouncing that. We're going to go rook a7, hit the b pawn. We can kind of pick up b5 whenever we want to. And my knight's way better than his bishop. His pawn structure is very bad. Despite being down a pawn, I'm going to pick up one of these pawns anyways and be much better. Maddie, you're a chess coach for 3 years or more. How much do I charge for lessons? Hey, Playtard. Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Mo. I charge... What do I charge now? I believe it's about $40 an hour for lessons. Click on the nextlevelchesscoaching.com logo below the stream, and there will be a section on there for prices. So that'll let you know the prices that I charge for lessons there. I think people like to get banned. We're getting a lot of easy ban people here. All right, now we take the pawn. We're back even in material, and his pawn structure is just very bad. It is the basic gist of it. Just centralize the knight, and we're just going to work on, we'll play b4, b5. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with the guys. Friendly Friday? Friendly Friday is when I play against pretty much anybody, regardless of your rating. In the challenge right now, I've been trying to play people that are around the rating of my challenge account, but with Friendly Friday, I'll play against pretty much anybody at that point. We're playing b5. This is mainly just to kind of shut this bishop in. This bishop can't really move around too easily now. b6, okay. We're just going to play king to d3. Yeah, I guess we've hit a certain level of popularity. Thanks a lot. That's where the trolls come from. I could play knight to c6 at the right time. I could also... I think we're going to go for G. Let's go for... I'm not sure. Let's go for f4 here. I could play this in-game better. Need a little bit more time here, though. I think we're going to go here. Play king b4 next move. If he checks here, I'll just retreat. Not a huge deal. Yeah, pretty weird for a chess stream. Not usually you'll get that with video game streams or something like that, but not really chess streams. Kind of weird for sure. All right, we're just gonna go attack the b pawn. Knight f5 to d6 was also possible. That would have been much better. Knight f5 check, king move, and then knight d6. I think we'll just take the pawn though. Oh, knight e6 check was the... I'm missing some tactical stuff here that I should not be missing. All right, rook b7. Rook e7 next move, I believe. If the bishop takes the pawn, then I have king b4 with the fork. Okay, we're just going to push the pawn. Keep pushing it. King b4. And now we can actually just take that, play knight c6, make a queen, and we're just gonna be up a piece, pretty simply. Yeah, on video game streams it happens a ton, way too much. All right, this is pretty much over. We're up a full knight, and yeah, that's it. All right, so let's analyze this one. If we had won that one earlier, I think we'd be just around 1800, but oh well, you know, we do what we can do. I think we gained about 120, 130 points today, so not too bad. Or 110, maybe. Okay, so we'll analyze this. D4, knight f6. The opening goes, you know, pretty normal. I'm not a humongous fan of Black's. He should... I'm not a huge fan of this kind of setup for Black, where he has to exchange his bishop for my knight, and then I get my bishop on c3, which is very nice. He could have done better, though. He should play queen takes here, I think, instead of messing all the pawn structure up. After the queen exchange and then takes, he has an isolated pawn, two isolated pawn, double isolated pawns, and my pawns are all very nice. So the endgame is just much better for me, as long as I know what I'm doing. B3 is the idea is to kick the knight. Even if he grabs the pawn, he is kind of trapped from moving anywhere now. Haven't seen d takes c5 much before, giving up a central pawn. Yeah, that's also, there's lots of ways you can play against that c5 move. You can play e3, you can just ignore it and play bishop g5, or you can take it. I like to take it because it kind of, I wouldn't say it throws black off, but usually the bishop will come back to take, and then there's no more pin, which is kind of the whole point of the opening. We'll go back to this, though. So bishop d3 traps the knight. Rook a1, he has to play knight to b5. Now, the question is, I could take, and I'm probably better here, but that does allow him to play rook c2 check. And then it's a little messy. I much prefer to play with bishop takes and then rook a7. I'm still down a pawn, but I'm going to win one of them back. His bishop's terrible, and my knight's actually very, very nice here. So rook a8. I played rook a1. If I take here, he gets to get this same check again. I don't really want to allow that necessarily. So I played rook a1, take. And now we're back even in material, and it's just kind of a slow build-up for a better in-game position. I missed knight e6 check here. I missed knight f5 check and then knight d6. I missed a couple of key tactics that would have been very easy to see. But at the end of the day, this b pawn ends up being the winner. And we just make a queen and win the game that way. Most Nimzos seem to keep the central pawns, even allowing doubling on the c-file. Yeah, so usually you'll play